Hello students, welcome to Rachna Study Point. Myself Rachna Tripathi. Hello student, so today we will study a new chapter from class 9th, The Wind. First of all, I will tell you about poet who has written this poem. This poem is originally written in Tamil by Subramaniam Bharati and further translated by A.K. Ramanujam, is a beautiful poem that describes the might of wind. Then after, I will tell you what does the wind symbolize, because it is a theme of the poem, it is a title of the poem. Here you can see the title of the poem is Wind. Here the poem Wind describes the power of the wind on nature and human life. It focuses on the violent aspect of wind that causes destruction. The fierce wind is also seen by the poet as a symbol of adversities in life. It ends with a suggestion that if we remain strong, we can overcome any obstacles. Now student, I am going to read and explain the poem. Wind comes softly, don't break the shutters of windows, don't scatter the papers. Now the poet is talking to the wind. He asks to wind to come softly, so he is saying that the wind should not be very strong and loud. Wind should be soft and subtle. Then he says that the wind is very powerful, it is destructive. Now poet requests to the wind, don't break the windows and not to scatter the papers. Don't throw down the books on the shelf. There, look what you did. You threw them all down. You tore the pages of the books. You brought rain again. Now, poet also requests the wind not to throw down books from the shelf, because when the wind is very powerful, all the books which are kept on shelf fall down. So here the poet is describing the power of the wind. Then he says to the wind to look at the destruction that he had done. Whenever there is strong wind, all the things that are weak, like small plants, teeny children and all, they all get scared and they can even fall and get hurt. We can say that in the initial part of the poem, the poet is referring to wind as a strong and young child. He is saying that it should come softly, just like a small child does. It also tore their pages of books and it brought the rain. Now students, let's start second stanza. You are very clever at poking fun at weaklings. Now in these lines there is two word meaning. First, poking fun. Poking fun means making fun of something, and other word meaning is weakling. Weakling means a person who is weak. Now poet again requests to the wind in the second stanza. The wind is very clever and the wind god makes fun of the weaklings. Frail, crumbling, houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lips, and crumbling hearts. Now student, here has also two word meaning, crumbling. In the third line, rafter. Crumbling means falling or to cause something to break. Then second meaning, rafter, sloping beam which support the roof of the building. In these lines, here the word crumbling is repeated so many times to lay stress that everything crumbles in the face of a strong wind. So, the writer is saying that when wind is very powerful, it is very strong. It leads to breakage of everything. Houses which are weak fall. Doors which are weak fall. The beams on which the roof of the buildings are supported, they also fall. All the wooden structures fall. All bodies of people fall. Animals, leaves, hearts. So, he is saying that everything crumbles, everything that is weak reacts by falling down and breaking in the face of adversity. So, the poet is saying that whenever a weak person faces any adversity or challenge in life, he breaks down and falls. The wind god winnows and crushes them all. He won't do what you tell him. So come, let's build strong homes. Now here has a word meaning winnows. Winnows means to break grain free of chaff, separate grain from husk by blowing on it. Now the poet is addressing to wind as wind god, and he is saying that the powerful god of wind winnows. That means he shifts all the people, and those people who are weak fall down and get crushed. So here a comparison is made between wheat and people. Just like we know the wheat to separate the grain from chaff, the wind god separates the strong people from the weak people. When there is a strong wind, all the things that are weak fall and get crushed. The wind god just does what it likes. The poet wants us to make friends with the wind. The adversities in our lives. He says that the problems will not listen to us. They will come, so we should be prepared. In preparation, we should build strong homes. Let's join the doors firmly. Practice to firm the body. Make the heart steadfast. Do this, and the wind will be friends with us. Now the students here has a word meaning steadfast, and it means firm. And poet says, close the doors of our houses firmly, so that the wind can't get into. And then he says that we should also make our bodies strong and hearts firm to face these challenges. And then once we are strong enough, all the challenges will be like friends. We will not feel that they are troublesome to us. The wind blows out weak fires. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. His friendship is good. We praise him every day. Now student, here has a word meaning flourish. It means grow. The poet has kept the wind on a pedestal. He is comparing the wind to God. He says that wind is God, and we praise wind every day. He adds that everything that is weak gets finished off in the face of the strong wind, and all the things that are strong flourish and grow to become stronger. He is giving us a very important message through the poem Wind, that we should not feel bad that we are facing so many challenges and adversities in life. We should make ourselves physically and mentally strong to face these challenges. And once we are strong enough, we will overcome the challenges. We will become friends with them, and then we will be happy that we had these challenges in our life, because they help us become stronger and better. Now, poet also wants to say, the wind will be friend to us. The wind supports the strong but extinguishes weak fires. Now again poet wants to say, the friendship of wind is good, and We should praise the wind God every day. Now, the poem Wind is finished with explanation and word meaning. Thanks.